Welcome to Sugar Pills, a practical guide to self-care, where your host, writer, actor, and producer Candy Washington helps you live a more joyful life with a cheeky dash of pop culture news. Be sure to subscribe, leave a 5-star review, and join the conversation on Instagram at Candy Washington. Let's go!
All right, you guys, welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's key, which is really dissecting everything that has come out regarding the latest Vanderpump Rules cheating scandal. That's right, Tom Sandoval has been exposed for cheating with Raquel and all of the fallout. I'm going to take you through everything we know so far and a couple of theories and connections I've uncovered. So before we get into it, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a key is always better with community. And check out our description box down below. Definitely be sure to join our newsletter if you're into self-love and self-care. I have a ton of resources. And I think right now we all could probably give ourselves a collective hug. So with that, you guys, let's dive right on in. So our first story that is up is according to Reality Blurb. It says Ariana Madix blindsided by Tom Sandoval's 6-month affair with Raquel, found sexual video of Raquel on his phone, plus insider says he and Raquel, quote, want to be together. All right. Now, that is what is on the screen. If you can't read it, I'll read it for you. This is from Vanderpump Rules at Sir_rules. It says, just like we said, apparently they've been having an affair since last July, have slept together in his house with Ariana sleeping in the next room. And Sandoval has genuine feelings for Raquel. They apparently want to be together. And this is them hanging out in September, okay? And we're going to get into it. Let's keep going. According to a series of news reports regarding the Vanderpump Rules cheating scandal, Ariana was shocked to discover a sexual video of Raquel and inappropriate text messages sent between her and Sandoval, who allegedly, quote, want to be together after his split from Ariana, and feels completely betrayed by her supposed friend Raquel. Girl, that is not your friend. We could have told you that, but let's keep going. Quote, this has been going on for upwards of 6 months. All the while, Tom was sleeping next to Ariana in bed, a source told People on March 3rd. She was completely blindsided by this, devastated. Devastated doesn't even scratch the surface of how she feels. This is someone she thought she knew, someone she planned to spend the rest of her life with. You can't even put into words that betrayal, the source added. According to a second source, Ariana was supporting the release of Sandoval's new single on Wednesday during his band's performance in Los Angeles and, quote, had no idea any of this was happening behind her back. Now, that I believe. When this news first broke, I thought it was a scheme set up by Todd. I was like, you know what? Sandoval and Ariana, they haven't really been lovey-dovey. It seems like they haven't been in a real relationship for a bit. It's obviously been rocky. Maybe him and Raquel have been smashing and it's not that big of a deal and they're using it for a storyline. However, since everything has broke, since the news has come out, since we're seeing clips, and we'll get into that. This is just the background info. I think this is 1,000% real and 1,000% all the way effed up. All the way effed up. But let's keep going. Okay. Behind her back when she discovered a sexual selfie of Raquel and inappropriate text on his phone. I also heard it was a video of her doing something sexual to herself. Okay. Also on Wednesday, after filming an episode of Watch What Happens Live, Raquel reportedly came clean about her and Sandoval's affair to Sheena Shea. Sheena was furious, a third source revealed. She and all the Vanderpump Rules co-stars have rallied around Ariana during this time. They can't believe Raquel would do something like that. Ariana put up with a lot over the years, but she won't sit back and be sit back and be disrespected this way, the insider noted. Following the news of Sandoval and Raquel's romance, Bravo picked up their cameras and began filming scenes they hope to share as part of their currently airing 10th season. Cameras are rolling right now, a source confirmed, sharing that Ariana and Sandoval filmed at their $2 million home on Friday afternoon, where Sandoval was seen loading bags into his car. Now, there have been photos of Sandoval loading bags into his car, him leaving, taking paparazzi photos because he thinks this is a photo op. Now, let's touch upon really quickly when they said Sheena Shea was furious. That's also what's on the screen. That was from Dumas. And I'll read it to you. It said, "Did you hear Sheena allegedly got into a physical altercation with Raquel at a bar after Wednesday's Watch What Happens Live taping?" Then the person says, "Yes, is that true?" And they said, "I'm hearing through the grapevine that Sheena's friends are worried Raquel will press charges." All right. I just want to note that we are going to do a deeper dive because there's more information that's come out about this situation a little bit later in the video, but just note that and remember it. And if you guys are watching this on the replay, links below will be the link to the live version of this if you want to get more information on that. But I just wanted to flag that for everybody, that allegedly there was a physical fight. Well, I'm not going to say a fight, more like Sheena knocked out Raquel. But let's keep going. TMZ described production on Friday as a, quote, emotionally charged situation, and filming is expected to continue through the weekend as other members of the show will share their reactions. Another report, which claims Sandoval and Raquel actually, quote, want to be together after their alleged month-long affair, noted that Ariana feels understandably betrayed, not only by Sandoval, but by Raquel, who she was there for after her breakup with James. Ariana is heartbroken, a source told Page Six. Ariana was there for Raquel during the James Kennedy breakup. It was also noted by another insider that most Pump Rules cast members were expected to meet with production on Saturday. The majority of the cast is expected to gather and film tomorrow to share their reactions to Raquel and Sandoval's affair. Mostly everyone is shook and completely heartbroken for Ariana, they explained. Yeah, I think this is like really real, not a setup. You know who also is heartbroken? Our favorite, Lisa Vanderpump. When Andy Cohen had tweeted out, how many parts for the Vanderpump Rules reunion, because Andy's being very thirsty in this situation. But Andy Cohen also plays a very key role in the diabolical, disgusting, sociopathic situation that is going on with Tom Sandoval and Ariana Madix. To me, I think it's beyond cheating. I think both of them are just sociopathic and very disgusting. But we're going to get into that a little bit later, okay? So let's keep going. But just remember that. All right, here we go. Dun, 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 dun. According to a third report from Us Weekly, an additional source claimed Ariana and Sandoval had been, quote, having problems for a while, but before reaching their breaking point on Thursday. Meanwhile, fans are also taking note of some of Raquel's Instagram posts, which featured Sandoval, including a video she shared back in September of 2022, which featured herself sitting on Sandoval's shoulders during the Life is Beautiful festival. Okay, so that is what the photo is. That's the screenshot of the moment, okay? But I also have the video for you guys. So let's watch the video and let me know what you think. Like, we have the privilege or the luxury of hindsight being 2020. Like, if I had just seen this photo or the video, I wouldn't have thought anything of it. I would have been like, oh, that's Tom and Raquel having fun at a festival. But now that we know they've been smashing for at least 6, 7, actually, in my opinion, 11 months, I think they started, I think that they were definitely hooking up at Coachella, and that was April of 2022. So I personally think they have been together at least since then, but that's my personal opinion. Okay. I would not have thought anything of it, but now seeing it, But let's watch the video. Yeah, now looking at it, that is a little too close for comfort, in my personal opinion. But as always, I want to know what you guys think. Put your opinion down below. Now looking back on this, is this too close for comfort? Were they, really playing in our faces, hiding in plain sight the entire time? Which I think they were. And I have another little thing coming up to back that up, how diabolical and sociopathic these two people have been. Also, put down your thoughts down below. What do you think about the allegations that Sheena Shea, physically assaulted Raquel? I don't condone violence, but I do understand it. And what do you think about Sandoval and Raquel, quote, wanting to be together? Put it down below, okay? And then I also want to know your thoughts on what do you think about, Ariana being blindsided? At first, I was like, they're not together. Who cares? This is just for the show. But obviously now I think this is like 1,000% real. And I do think she genuinely was really blindsided. And I feel really bad for her because it's one thing to be in a relationship that's not going well and want it to be over. And it's another thing to be in a relationship that's not going well and want to get the relationship back. And it seems more like Ariana wanted to work on the relationship. Don't forget in the episodes we've seen so far of this last season, she's been talking to Katie about him not spending time with her, they're not having sex, and how she wants them to be able to spend more time together and start having sex again. So it seems to me like, yeah, they were going through a rough patch, but maybe it was because he was cheating. You know what I mean? I feel like it was more of one of those situations, but put it down below. But before you do that, and before we move on to our next story, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a kiki is always better with community. And check out our description box down below and join our newsletter. It is free. You're going to love it. So with that, let's move on to our second story. So this one is this one's from TMZ, and it's